I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. Yes. So, what we're going to talk about today. Today, Uncle Ian's got something extra special for you. Just when you thought a bit of subliminals, a bit of quick, fast, super fast. So, just when, as I've been saying lately, just when, and I'm really addressing Ian Glen and 288 Group in this particular video, although I'm addressing all of you as well. Just when you thought, and I keep saying this, just when you thought I was dead and buried, up I come out the rubble. You know, the house explodes, it's all gone boom, and then you see the smoke, and the man walking out the smoke, that's me. Or the plane blows up into a million pieces, and this bit of wreckage moves, and there the man comes out from underneath it. That's me. Not me. Just thought I'd point that out. I get a little bit of a kick out of this now. See, now I've got my oomph back. Now I'm getting a bit of a kick. I won't go rambling on for ages, but I'm getting my oomph back. I'm getting a bit of a kick. Forgive me for enjoying it a little bit, and forgive me for being a bit smarmy now and again. I know I'm being smarmy. I know I'm being a bit anal. I know I'm being a bit up my own arse. I absolutely know that. And I make no apologies for it, because I'm doing it in a gentle and fun way. I'm trying to, you know. I mean, me and Ian Glen, 288 Group, yes, we're at war, but it doesn't have to be all doom and gloom. Not when things are not doomy and gloomy for me. I can be a little bit less doomy and gloomy, like I am now. Now, you know what they say about the old, you know, that old expression, if you can't beat them, join them. That's what they say, isn't it? So, it's a funny thing. Funny thing is, one of my sons, a couple of years ago, something like that, a couple of years ago, I couldn't afford to buy it. Not without using money I shouldn't have used, and I would never have used investment money to have bought something like this for this much money. But he bought changechecker.com. Now, here's the thing. Ian Glen didn't want changechecker.com. He didn't want changechecker.this or changechecker.that. All you wanted was changechecker.org to pretend that you're into charity giving and all the rest of it, when in actual fact a lot of that money doesn't go to good causes and charity and stuff. It goes to filling people's pockets, but that's another story. So he had the presence of mind to buy this website, independently of what I've been doing. He had no idea of what I was doing with the web domains about you, about Ian Glen, Royal Mint and all the rest of it. I had no idea about that. But he had the presence of mind to buy Change Checker. He saw it for sale and he bought it. And now, and that Change Checker, funny thing, that Change Checker domain name has been on sale for quite some time. Now, before Harry bought it, it was up for sale for something like 20 or 30 years. Nobody wanted it. Ian Glen certainly didn't want it. 288 certainly didn't want it. And recently, Harry had it up for sale. He was prepared to sell it for something like 3 or 4 grand. And he had it up for sale for that. And so I've been talking to him and I've explained to him what I've done about Royal Mint TV. And I said, you know, I really dearly would love to have that site. I can't afford to buy it off you, but I'd like to have it because this is what I want to do with it. If I could get hold of your site, I would immediately put it up for £1 million. He said, but I only want this. I said, yeah, I know. But Ian Glen will pay that at some point. So if he wants to buy it. So I'm going to put it up. I want to put it up for sale for £1 million. I want to do exactly what I did with Royal Mint TV. 100 shares, £100 each, because it is changechecker.com. 100 shares, £100 each. Because if you remember, not too long ago, I got a letter from Ian Glen's solicitors, 288 Group solicitors, demanding that I give them all of the domain names, absolutely demanding it, right? And not only demanding that I give it to them for free, but I also pay for any costs down to me, and also I pay their solicitors for the privilege of telling me off and telling me I'm a naughty boy and all the rest of it. So I called their bluff. I mean, it was a strong letter they sent, and any normal person, I do admit I'm not normal, any normal person would take one look at that letter, freak out, and just go, all right, I'll give it to you. I don't want this trouble. But I see through it. It's just frets, it's hot, it's just wind. It's just, if you don't give me that domain name, I'm going to huff and I'm going to puff and I'm going to blow a bit of Andrex over, I will. Give me that domain name. Give it me. I don't like that. Give it me. I don't like that. So, we've done that. It's now up for sale for £1 million. You can search it, changechecker.com. It's up for sale for £1 million. Ian Glen, you missed out, mate. Because if you'd have just snapped that up for that 3 or 4 grand, I would not have this opportunity right now. But it's been there, it's been on eBay for so long, and you've ignored it. So that's fine. So now I've done a deal with it. Right? It's now under my control. Lovely. It's now up for sale for £1 million. And before you even think of trying to take me to court and sending me solicitors letters going, you're muscling in on my idea was change checker, blah, 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 blah. Actually, no, it wasn't. I've been doing this for 7 years, and I've been teaching people about the coins that they should find. I've been teaching people about the change that they should check before changechecker.org came into being. So I'm quite happy to have that argument as to who was first when it comes to teaching people to check their change. And I think I was. So I think I have a right to the domain name. We bought it, he bought it, fair and square, we're going to use it. Changechecker.com is now going to be used. And if you have a look at it, you'll see it's starting to come together. It's got our link for our eBay items on it. Now, don't anybody get confused. Oh, Ian's going to do another site there, but we're just getting used to TGBCH raffles, blah, blah, blah. I'm not swapping or anything like that. TGBCH raffles, that is building nicely, and we're getting better and better with that. And we will incorporate some of that onto this change checker, so there'll be a link for that on there. Harry is spending time and effort sorting this changechecker.com website out, but it's not going to be, I'm not going down the road of using that forever. I'm going to go down the road of using that until, Ian Glen, you decide you want to get round the table and have a little chat. Meanwhile, I will take every bit of business I can from you. You took it from me, I'm going to take it from you, much as I can. All's fair in love and war and business. So if you want to take me to court for that kind of stuff, you know, great. But so far you haven't, and I've called your bluff on every single thing. And so far, no letters, no court dates, no nothing. So, it's going to be up for sale, a membership, £100 each, same as Royal Mint TV, and it's going to be on, I'm going to do it in a minute, it's going to be on payhip.com, payhip/Ian.com, right? Payhip/Ian. Now, if 100 people, again, buy a share into that, it's going to be hard work to start with, but if 100 people buy a share into that, that's 100 people he's got to take to court. Now, for that kind of court action, it's going to be a minimum £50,000 per person. That's what it's going to cost them. A minimum 50 grand to take each and every one of us to court that own a membership share of that domain, right? 100 people, if it's 100 people, multiplied by 50 grand, that's 5 million. It's simple maths. And at some point, someone will sit down to Ian Glen and they'll go, you know what, it don't matter how much you don't like him, it don't matter how much he's got under your skin, let's look at the mathematics of it. For you to take all these people to court, it's going to cost you 5 million. For you to buy the site, it's going to cost you 1 million. It's simple arithmetic. And I will be doing the same with Royal Mint TV and Raw Mint News that we're doing with Change Checker. Forgive me for not doing those first. I have access to Harry for a limited time, and he's putting a bit of time into the Change Checker one. Let me get a bit more on my feet, let me get a bit more money, because that's not costing me any money for that work at the minute. So let me get a bit more time, a bit more money, and I'm going to do the same thing with the other website domains. They are all going to be personalised, just like you're seeing this one. So when you type that in, Raw Mint TV, you're going to go to a page proper like you are when you type in changechecker.com. Right, each and every single one of them domains will go up for sale. I'll do a partnership on them, one by one, and they will all be individual entities. Only basic, not going to be anything flashy spangly. Don't need to be, because I don't want to keep them, I want to sell them, but it'll do for what we want. So if you'd like to be involved with that, now he's already tried to take domain names off me for free. I called his bluff, and nothing. So let's see if we can step it up a little bit with this. We pile the pressure on, right? My job is to keep piling that pressure on non-stop, as well as keep doing my job and keep doing all the things I'm doing. So I just want to let everybody know this. I want to let Ian Glen know this. I want you to all see it coming together right from the beginning, right? Changechecker.com is now live as not now live, but it's now live as in a site being worked on. And no more. Before, we gave free links on there to the changechecker.org site, to Ian Glen, so I'm not doing that anymore, so his link's gone. Anybody that comes on to changechecker.com is just going to come on to us. Onwards and upwards, as George Lambert used to say. Onwards and upwards, small steps, one step at a time. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there, and we're going to win. One of the things I forgot to say was I might be asked at some point to put on my site that we are in no way affiliated with changechecker.org. Let me just say in advance, I have no problem doing that, Mr. Glen, as long as you put in your site that you are in no way affiliated with changechecker.com, because then that gives us both a bit of advertising. But if you refuse to do that on your site of changechecker.org, then of course I will refuse to do that on my site of changechecker.com. The change checking business, we've already covered that. I come up with the idea before you did, just like I came up with the 50p guide and the mintage guides and everything else before you did. So I have no problem there. So as long as we're on the same page, and just remember this, you know, you use the words "the Great British Coin Hunt," something I've used for 7 years. I've used it before Change Checker came into existence. So, you know, a little bit of fair's fair, a little bit of all's fair in love and war and business. That's it. Ian out. Thanks very much. You know, we're going up. What is it I always say? Stick with me and I'll take you to the top.